All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and welcome back to Scorpio Oxman channel. And before we get started today, I just wanted to mention briefly, uh, I today is a special anniversary in my family, and I want to wish a very happy 5-year wedding anniversary to my brother and my sister-in-law who wed today 5 years ago. And I just wanted to mention that for sure because, it was my older brother, my older brother, JP, John Phillip, who he encouraged me a lot to start this channel, which he was a big inspiration for that. And one day he said to me that, "Hey Tyler, you should start a YouTube channel. You should do a YouTube channel, and it should be about the topic of sports." Yeah, he mentioned about that because him and my brother and I were huge on the sports. Be it basketball in particular, the sport of basketball in the NBA. And I'm really into the hockey, NHL, and the football, NFL football as well, and the golf, PGA golf, and golf in general. And we always played golf a lot as well, my brother and I. And yeah, the original topic was sports um, that I consider going into. The thing is, I just the story the story is that I thought the topic of sports was pretty common in a very dense niche in the YouTube world, which in the world in general. I thought it was quite fairly common anyway. And the topic of astrology is something I was always into, and I thought, you know what, I could still talk about astrology and sports, athletes and that, and talk about the astrology of athletes and such. So just like who we're going to do today, Kawhi Leonard. So especially, and so yeah, I definitely want to give a shout out to my brother and my sister-in-law, Anna. And yeah, it was a very memorable day and fun day that was 5 years ago today, and that we had. And yeah, I um I'm gonna do my best to leave videos. I'm gonna leave videos below in the info section of my speech, I think I'll try. I'm gonna do my best to find the links to my speech, my best man speech that I did that day at my brother's and sister-in-law's wedding, that I did because I was the best man and I did the speech for them. So I'm gonna do my best. Again, I'm gonna do my best to find the links. I'll post below for you to watch it. And so yeah, I definitely, yeah. Again, the true story is, yeah, my brother, he encouraged me a lot, or he was a strong inspiration for me to do this channel, and that so and I thank him greatly for it. And again, it's been very fun in the 5 years that we've done the Scorpio Oxman channel, which I named it. So on the topic of astrology, of course. And again, astrology and sports, they're, in any typically I talk about famous people and celebrities and tell you about their astrology about them. So, and that's, yeah, and I think it's definitely interesting nonetheless. Yeah. And of course, it is still talking about the topic of sports. So, and again, so Kawhi Leonard, the NBA, National Basketball Association superstar, megastar, and he's a two-time NBA champion with the Toronto Raptors of 2019, and also the San Antonio Spurs of 2014, of which he was the NBA Finals and MVP of both, most valuable player of both NBA Finals series, which is pretty remarkable. And yeah, there's something about, and there is something about his astrology system. And by the way, yeah, so Kawhi Leonard, he turns 33 today, and he's going to be playing in the Paris Summer Olympic Games next month, which begin the end of July, July the 26th until August the 11th or 13th. It goes for a couple of weeks. So yeah, apparently Kawhi Leonard is going to be playing on Team USA basketball, Team Basketball USA in the Summer Olympic Games this year in Paris, France. So that's going to be very exciting to see him in that as well. So yeah, happy 33rd to Kawhi Leonard, the NBA superstar, who currently, who's, of course, he's on the Los Angeles Clippers. And I want to mention, before we get going, I want to mention a brief true story, which is kind of ironic, that it was on my birthday, my older brother took me to a Toronto Raptors game in the year that they won the NBA championship. It was right on my birthday, Sunday, February the 6th in 2019. And it was, we saw Kawhi Leonard playing, of course, because that was the year he played for the Raptors. And it was that very game on that day, on my birthday, that he ironically, the team that the Raptors were playing on that day, ironically, they were the Los Angeles Clippers, ironically. And that was on my birthday on Sunday, February the 6th in 2019, the year that Kawhi Leonard was playing for the Raptors. And ironically, so I thought that was an ironic thing, that, it happened to be the Clippers they were playing that day on the day that on my birthday, that my brother treated me to a Raptors game. So, and thanks again for that, bro. I love you. And thanks again. So for all your inspiration, lots of love to you. Yeah. And yeah, Kawhi Leonard's astrology, I will tell you right now. So in the Primal Astrology system, Kawhi Leonard, he is the exact same sign of the Primal Astrology as two other famous people that I know of. Those famous people, they are Denzel Washington and James McAvoy, the actor James McAvoy. So the super actor Denzel Washington and James McAvoy, they too are the exact same sign, and I'm going to tell you it right now. Kawhi Leonard is spirit of the salmon, the salmon. So again, there are 144 different spirit animals in the Primal Astrology. Kawhi Leonard is spirit of the salmon. Denzel Washington, the actor, and James McAvoy, the other great actor, they too are spirit of the salmon. And that's who we're going to read about today, about spirit of the salmon. And so again, happy birthday to Kawhi. And yeah, we're going to read about his astrology sign of the Primal Astrology. So Kawhi Leonard was born that means Kawhi Leonard, he was born just like Denzel Washington and James McAvoy. He was born on Day of the Salmon in Primal Astrology. That means the moon was in Capricorn, and the Chinese day sign or Vietnamese day sign in Vietnamese astrology or Chinese astrology, it was day of the horse. Okay, the horse in Chinese astrology. So the combination of Capricorn and horse, the Capricorn horse being is spirit of the salmon. Okay, so we're going to get right to it. And so I'm going to show you the proof of Kawhi Leonard, his birthday. And we will read about the personality and characteristic traits of the salmon. And okay, so all right. So right here, as you can see, Kawhi Leonard is his date of birth is June the 29th, 1991 in Los Angeles, California, United States. So there you have it. All right. So we're going to show you, I'm going to show you Mastering the Zodiac to prove to you that his moon is Capricorn. And I'll show you that the proof that his day sign is the horse in Chinese astrology or Vietnamese astrology. Okay. All right. Now his time of day is unknown. So the time of day of Kawhi Leonard of his birth, it's not known. But I can tell you that there is his moon. And uh, as you can see, his moon is in Capricorn. And so I put in 11 a.m. But if I put in 1 a.m., if you typed in 1 a anywhere from 1 a.m. to 11 p.m. or midnight, if you typed anywhere from midnight to midnight on the day of June the 29th, 1991, Los Angeles, California time, it's going to be in Capricorn. The moon is going to be in Capricorn one way or the other. So yeah, so one way or the other. And if I just go back and show you, yeah, so even right at midnight, at the very, if even at the very beginning of the day, I'm just going to show you here, his moon, as you can see, his moon, even at midnight, the very beginning of the day of June the 29th, see right here, the moon is right at the beginning of Capricorn. Okay, so there you go. So his moon is Capricorn regardless. So whichever time of day he was born. So there you go. And that nakshatra, by the way, is Uttara Ashada. Uttara Ashada nakshatra, the number 21 nakshatra, which is ruled by the sun. And the animal sign of it is the mongoose, and also known as Nautara in the Greek, in Austerian astrology, the Greek version, the nakshatra is called Nautara. So just to mention as a side note. Okay, so there is the living proof on masteringthezodiac.com, which shows the real natural sky in the zodiac if we were to see it with our own eyes. So that's the living proof that Kawhi Leonard's moon is Capricorn. Okay, so in the Chinese astrology, I'll show you the proof that his day sign is the horse. The metal, it's actually the metal horse in his Chinese astrology. Okay, so here it is right here. So June the 29th, 1991. And there it is right there. So yeah, he's year of the goat, or year of the sheep, month of the horse, and day of the horse. So as you can see, Kawhi, here he is right here, June 29, 1991. As you can see, his day sign is sign of the metal horse. So there you have it. Okay, so there's the living proof that I showed you. And so now we're going to go to Primal Astrology. And so the combination of Capricorn and horse is spirit of the salmon. And so here we are on primalastrology.com. And there it is right there. So the combination. So the Capricorn horse is the salmon. Okay, so let's read about Spirit of the Salmon, who is Kawhi Leonard, the basketball superstar in the NBA. Okay. So here it is right here. Yeah, very interesting what it says about this sign of the primal astrology zodiac. Okay. So right off the bat, this is what it says. Hardworking, resilient, and independent. Those born under the sign of the salmon are always on the move. They are always on the move. To them, success is of maximum importance. So that's definitely the mindset of Kawhi Leonard, as well as Denzel Washington and James McAvoy. Few signs are as driven as this one. Wow, there you go. So few signs are as driven as this one. Like everyone else, they may get disappointed by obstacles, but they never let those stop them from getting where they want to go. Salmon believe in the impossible, if only for themselves. There you have it. And he single-handedly brings an NBA team to a Larry O'Brien trophy. So that's another thing about him, about Kawhi Leonard. And like their animal namesake, those born under this sign are willing to fight an uphill battle upstream. They swim upstream and they never stop going upstream. Uh, Fight an uphill battle regardless of what the end goal is. Once they set their mind to accomplishing something, there is almost no way of stopping them. Almost no way of stopping them. There you go. That says a lot, right? About them. Inside, they may have their doubts and fears, but those rarely, if ever, come to the surface. Wow. And so, okay, and I want to show you something pretty amazing, what it says. So I'm going to read uh, instinctive. It's no surprise that salmon are very attracted to wealth, status, and power. They have an instinctive need to prove their worth, and a fancy job title or pay raise are ways for them to do this. They rarely ever tire. Yeah, they rarely ever tire. And when they do, they are likely to seek out friends and family who will listen to their conquests and adventures. Yep. Uh, Okay, so I'm gonna leave the link. Of course, I'm gonna leave the link here below for you guys to read more about the spirit of the salmon, who is Kawhi Leonard, the NBA superstar. The exact same sign of the zodiac, the spirit of the salmon, as Denzel Washington and James McAvoy. And I want to show you right at the bottom here, careers and goals of the salmon. Look what it says here. I'm going to point this out. Athlete. So there you have it. For those who are undecided among the salmon people, the following career options are all good fits for this sign. And they are account manager, administrator, advertising executive, astronomer, athlete. So there's many of them, as you could see, but athlete is one of them. So there you have it. So a Kawhi Leonard, a super athlete. It should say super athlete is what they would make, because that's who Kawhi Leonard is for sure. So okay, guys. So thanks again. And again, I'm going to leave this link below for you to read more about the spirit of the salmon, who is Kawhi Leonard. And I want to thank him greatly again for all he's done, Kawhi. And my love to you and all the best to you. And God bless you and your family, and all the best to you, friend. And thanks again. And so thanks again, guys, for watching today. And by the way, I want to wish a very happy long weekend to all the Canadians out there as well, for Canada Day weekend as well. So okay, guys. And keep your questions, uh, keep sending your questions at me again at scorpiooxman@gmail.com. That's scorpiooxman@gmail.com. I answer your questions for free. So thanks again, guys. Until next time, all the best. God bless. Take care. Lots of love. Thank you. Yeah, lots of love.